Hello everybody, my name is Tom and welcome back to City Skylines. We are now in our 19th episode of Magic and we are here in Biscuitville. As you can see, we have residential zones over here and over here. We have our university here, a little bit of industry, a little bit of commercial thrown in the midst. Here you can see our residential zone, low density residential zone in full swing. As we move over here to our other area of residential stuff that's going on. A little bit more houses along here. We have our sort of utilities powerhouse here with all of our power stations and incinerators for the rubbish. We have one of our office zones here and the other one here, the Bourbon district here. We have Rich T 3000 here with a little bit more office zoning here and some very small amount of industrial factories going on here, keeping that to a minimum. We also have our high density commercial zone here, as you can see. Lots of growth happening there, and our crowning jewel here, our high density residential zone. You can see the traffic is quite busy, but that's by the by. That's something that we can soon sort out. We've got buildings flying up at a vast rate. People moving into the city. Come out of cinematic mode. We've got 15,570 people, and we have nearly $1 million or whatever they are in the bank. So let's hit play and get back to growing our amazing city. Yeah, you can see here the real traffic issues, but that's something that we can work on in this episode. Another thing that we have to work on is settling this high demand for industry or offices, and I think the best thing to do is to fill up this space here. This graveyard has now been completed, so we can move that. We can move this closer to there. Now this power cable doesn't need to be in there anymore, which is great. We can think about deleting this road here, which I'm going to do now, like so. And then we have the capability of moving some of the roads here around so that they join up with this one. I think that's as good an option as any. Like so. Can't do it there because there is a bouncy castle in the way, because of course everybody knows that office workers need bouncy castles to go and chill out in. That is a must. That was a sarcastic comment as well, by the way. But yeah, let's get rid of this roundabout. It's not really doing anything apart from making the drivers' lives a bit more interesting, which I'm sure they can live without. That's frustrating because it's not on the right curve. So I'll do that, which will make everything better. Put a new road in here, maybe join it up with there, which gives us a ton more space for some office zones. Make sure there's water. There is in most of it. Let's just neaten that up. Make sure that everybody's covered. Hit play. And then we can start to put out some office zones. I think we'll start by filling up the area from here. So we'll do that, and this one here. And hopefully that will start to satisfy the demand. Put it on high. In fact, let's not put it on high, let's put it on middle. Now what we have to do is we have to think about moving this road. For some reason people are using it all the way to the end. Just to turn around, I suppose. Fair enough. If we take away this, then that means that we can put a road that goes across there. And if we go back to railways, we can page up. Make a little bridge that goes over the top of that, fantastic. And then the second part is to put in a roundabout here. Now let's see if we can do it without having to pause the game. We'll do, this is a format that I've used a bit before. Pretty standard, simple roundabout. Just makes life very easy. It works. I know it's efficient. I know it does the job, which is perfect. And I know that by creating this cross shape in the middle, I can get a perfect circle using the set lines that City Skylines provides you with. We can also upgrade this roundabout to highway, which means that we then avoid having any issues with traffic lights and stuff on the roundabout, which does have a tendency to cause some traffic issues. So we can just do that, and then we can do that, and then we can do that, and then we can do that. And also what we can do is we can put another exit from the roundabout onto there, and another exit from the roundabout onto there. Which means the traffic, when it comes, is this what I mean? Where have I done this before? Here. Yeah, okay, so it's exits off. Okay, so like on here, off the motorway, so say if traffic wants to come off the motorway here, can do so, and then if it wants to come off the motorway here, it can do so. That's not right though. Did it wrong, like that. Which means that if traffic wants to go to the other side of the roundabout, which obviously it won't do at the minute, but when we have stuff on the other side of here, rather than having to come off here and face traffic jams to get onto that side, it can cut that out, come off here, come around the roundabout here, and straight off. It doesn't have to get involved in any traffic jams involved on this side, which means that we reduce the amount of traffic problems that we have when using these. So it makes them highly efficient, basically, which is good. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I didn't have the right tool selected. Right to there. There we are. And now traffic can start to use this roundabout as well as this roundabout. And hopefully it will start to alleviate some of the traffic that we have building up here. If it doesn't, then we will have to think about putting roundabouts in and stuff like that. And the whole city will just become like Milton Keynes. And I really don't know if that's what everybody would like. So yeah, there we are. Let's see how that progresses. Now we do have a bit more demand for some high density residential, commercial. Sorry, so that's great. We can put a bit more in these spaces that we already have laid out. And we also have a bit more demand for high density offices. So we stick a few more of those in. Now, generally the level of these offices is only level 1. So it would be quite nice to think about upgrading them to maybe level 2. Now if we look at buses, we do not have a bus route going around here, we don't have a bus route going around here or around here. So I think that's definitely something that we can look at doing. Nor around here actually, so we can just create some new bus routes. We'll create one that goes round this area. First of all, just a quick one. I generally try and work on the principle that we use buses to go around sort of districts, and once we have got a decent system of buses going around the districts, then we can connect those all up using either railways or metro stations, one of the two, and hopefully that should work. So there we are. So we've created the do you know what? I can't even remember what the name of this zone was. Was it Oreo Town? Oreo Town. Line. Enter. Okay, so we can see the stops there. We've got a few people waiting at each stop, which is great. We will add 5 vehicles to it, and there we are. And we will start to see those grow. Okay, so that's that dealt with. Now we can add buses to go around the Icebergland. This is going to be quite a short bus route, but I think it will be worth it. And what we may have to do is connect the I'm just going to like literally put so many of these stops in right the way around the edge, right the way through around here, and back around here, just because I think that it will ice to button line. We will have to, sorry, let me finish a thought before I move on to the next point. We will have to link up this section with the commercial section or the industrial section or something first, using buses before we get into the metro. Although we do have loads of money, so we could just change the metro line. That wouldn't be a problem really, because we've only got to add well, we only really need to add one more station in here, so we can just bring it off from after the stops in the Rich T3000 zone, and we can just bring it into Icebergland and then back onto there, and that will be absolutely no problem at all, because the wagon wheel retail park is already all connected up, so that's fantastic. We will, however, put a bus line around here, because offices are really easily upgraded with bus lines, making sure that we have lots of transport links throughout the entire sort of area. I think if we bring it down here and then bring it back round to here, go up here, go up to here, 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 and I'm going to add a load of stops in around here, even though there's nobody in this area just at the minute, but just because it will then be in place for when we start to grow. Wagon wheel line, we'll add 5 buses to that route as well. I'm not quite sure how many would be the best number of buses to have, but really I'll just go with that, I'll just stick with that. And you can already see these are starting to upgrade now. Look how much that blue bar is filled up just with those buses, adding those buses in. So we've got some new second tier buildings, lots of them upgrading. That one's upgrading, they're soon growing, and you can see over here in our original office district how many buildings are right up there in the second tier. Getting to the third tier, you have to do a real push to get them up there, but it's something that we can work on, and we'll work on, and it will be great. Oh, look at the amount of traffic on this road. That really is quite a considerably large amount of traffic. Yeah, that's a lot of traffic. Blimey, it is starting to get really busy. We're going to run into some issues soon, I can just feel it. But that's right, we will have to figure out a way to deal with them when we get there, I think. Now, this may be wrong, but I think we can upgrade that to just plain highway. I think that seems to be working pretty well. I think it just increases the speed that cars will travel on that section on. Oh, there's a bit of traffic down there. Is it working well? There's a lot of traffic coming there. Was a few hold-ups. There are a few hold-ups. On the whole, this section coming in from the west here, or whichever direction it is, I don't really know. We'll just confuse ourselves if we start spinning around. But the direction coming in here, it doesn't seem to be too busy. Oh, traffic's really backing up. Maybe that wasn't the best move. That's a lot of traffic. Where's it all going to? It's all going here to the commercial area. I think, mostly. There's a lot of it going to the commercial area. Okay, I wonder if I can put... let's get that metro station. Let's get that metro station in and see if that will help us out. We'll put it right here. Will we? Yeah, we'll put it right here. And then we will connect it with the rest of the network, like so. Bring this one. No, we were going to bring it from here, weren't we? So if we literally just run it from here and then bring it around, like so, and with a bit of luck, we can. Oh, clicked off the thing, didn't I? If we hover over here, we can drag the line to add a stop. Okay, so it's just going to come straight up here and come back around. That's not entirely what we wanted it to do. But if that's what it wants to do, then that's what it's got to do, I suppose. Do the same with that one. So we can just do that. That seems like it puts quite a big detour on the route, but never mind. That's the way it's got to be. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. There's trains stopping there. Okay. Maybe if we do this, then... Okay, there we are. That's fixed that line. And that's fixed that line. Yeah, I think that's fixed them both now. They're both going around one continuous route. Yeah, here comes the train. Here comes another train this way. Just goes around in one continuous route. This one comes in as well. When the other train's gone. Sorted. Perfect. Perfect. The metro station taking 806 passengers a week, saving nearly half of the trips needed. Some of these quite high. The line round Oreo Town, which was the new one we just created, is saving 85% of trips. And the Ice Bun line, which we just created as well, is saving 83% of trips, which is really, really quite good. It means that there's lots and lots of... yeah, look at the amount of people. That is a lot of people. Okay. Well, this is what we're going to do then. We've got all the boxes are just popping up in places, random places. Okay, let's have another go at that. Okay, it's a bit random. Okay, because it starts here, it wants to put the arrow to there. Let's up the amount of vehicles to 10 on that one and do circular bulb online. Circular custard cream line. Circular bulb online starts here. So we want to add another 5 vehicles to that line as well. See if that will help, because there are a lot of people working there. Which stop for right click to jump to the station. Yeah, that's that one. Okay. Hopefully that will start to get rid of some of the backlog. Yeah, there's a lot of people waiting there. It's up to 900 now that's using. We're getting quite a few tourists through as well, which is always good news too. Here we are, wagon wheel line as well. That new line's up to 85% of trips saved, which is quite efficient. That's good. That's where we want to be. The average zone level here is getting up there as well. Fantastic. I'm really pleased. Really pleased with all of that. We can start to add in some more offices here. I don't know if they will enjoy being so close to those incinerators. Maybe we can look at moving the incinerators at some point. I think that'll probably be wise. But yeah, that's where the micromanagement of this game really comes in, is with the transport and with the traffic. And as you can see, it becomes a real issue. Like here now is looking absolutely fine. Oh, a bit of a lag pocket there. Well, it's still busy, but it seems to be flowing better. I think it was just an initial surge of new building that we've done, which brings along with it quite a fair amount of traffic, which we have to deal with when we get there. But we seem to have averted that quite effectively, which is perfect, which is exactly what we want. The districts are really starting to fill up now. Having that section in there will mean that we just sort of take out some of this empty space as well, which is nice. We've got a load of empty space here, you see. I think maybe we can fill this up with a bit more light density residential, or low density residential, so that should say. Especially if we bring a road around here, right up to the side of the university. Make sure that that space is all fulfilled. Try and use up as much of this space as possible. Make sure that we're not leaving any gaps. We can't afford for gaps, you see. We're we can fill the rest of this road up with some low density commercial too. See if that will help it look a bit more full. We've got space to fill, you see? Space to fill. I'm just thinking about what I do around by that the university. I've got some spare space, and I quite like to put some high density residential or something next to the university, because it just feels a bit like it's student halls or something. But I don't know whether that might be yeah, let's do that. Let's put a bit of student halls around here. Then let's put another sort of, if we do this, one more over, and then join those two up, and then carry on the line to there, and then we can fill that area up with just a little bit of green, deep green around there. Just pad out the university area, because obviously all the students coming to study at our grand university will need somewhere to stay. All the students we have coming in from all over the country to our top class university will need somewhere to stay, so we'll give them somewhere to stay. And that city is looking pretty awesome. It's looking very epic, and I'm very pleased with the way it's going at the minute. You see here's quite a lot of space already filled up and starting to grow. We'll start to grow up this this area here as well. It's looking a tiny bit sort of it's almost looking a bit Soviet at the minute. Oh, water. Ah, yes. It would help if we had sufficient demand for the sufficient supply for the demand of water, should I say? Wouldn't it? It would always be handy. Yes, it's looking a little bit Soviet at the minute, a little bit sort of neglected. But that is something that we will soon have sorted out, and we will soon have looking absolutely amazing. There's already some buildings in here which really do look great, like those, but these great big sort of 1960s tower blocks look a little bit aged. I'm sure they will start to fix themselves as we get into the higher levels. What's stopping them having such high levels then? So we've got hospital coverage, we have death coverage, if you like. We have not got the sufficient fire coverage in here, so I'm just going to plop down a fire engine just whilst I think about it. We also lack it over here, which will will also help those buildings upgrade to the next tier, so we'll just do that as well. Police wise, very important that we have police in the industrial, in the commercial zone. Obviously we don't. Also very important we have police over here. There we are, we're starting to get some nice big office buildings there. I can just spot one popping up. Nice big office building there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's about. So many dings, I can just, it's just dinging like mad in my ear, which is good. Police is fine. Schools, education. I mean, we could do a tad more elementary school education. Maybe we should put another one in here. Yeah, let's put another one there. High school education, not as good as it could be. We could probably do with another one over here. We put it on this main road here, then that will sort of entice people to come and down to this main road, and it will also mean that we can access the availability further upwards. University capacity, we have nearly 2,000 enrolled students at our university, which means that they are doing fantastically. We still have loads of capacity for that, that's not a problem. Bus capacity seems to be pretty good. Over there, not so good, but that's okay. We have some here. Do we have any here? We don't have any here. What's the Biscuit Barrel Retail Park looking like? Okay, so not quite out of the first tier yet, so maybe we could put a bus route round here. That would not be such a bad thing. Help shoppers get from where they needed to be to other places that they... I don't know where I was going with that. We'll just weave it in and out of all of these little junctions here. It requires a lot of concentration, you see, that's why I'm struggling to actually talk whilst I'm doing this. It doesn't really require that much concentration, I'm just an idiot. Like that. And there we are, and now we have the Biscuit Barrel line sorted. We'll add 5 vehicles to that line, just doing little shuttles around. You can already see that the stops are quite busy. That's good. People will be hopping on the metro line and coming all the way to here. One of the key things is making sure that we do have good connections between residential, industrial and commercial, because that means that there'll be enough shoppers and enough workers. It's not to do with necessarily the education level, it's to do with the amount of connections there are. Don't ask me about that one, that's an anomaly to the rule. And that's starting to upgrade very nicely. We'll see, it's really getting quite close to the top there. It'd be great if there was like some way of seeing how you could upgrade to the next level, wouldn't it? It would, but that's okay. That's fine. We have metro into there. Railway, maybe we could look at having in. Not too sure. Some taxi ranks, maybe. Taxi depots. Repair shop for 2 versions. Okay, let's put a taxi rank in. See whether that does any good. Nobody seems very pleased by that, did they? If I put one in over here, does that do anything? What if I put a taxi rank next to it as well? No, absolutely nothing. Never mind. Okay, parks, maybe? Parks we can do something about. I think that might be our best bet. Put one in there. Everybody, yeah, like that? No? Maybe? Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. Okay, that's upgrading. That's underway. Fantastic. Quite a lot of those places are like that, which is what it's all about. Maybe we can start to look at putting in some special buildings then. What have we got here? Got the tax office. We haven't unlocked all of these, but that's okay. Some of these, now we literally have so much money we can start to do some of these, I think. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. But yeah, we can look at all of that in the next session. Go into cinematic mode. There we are. We can see how amazing it is starting to look. It's really starting to fill up, and it looks fantastic at night. It is just lagging out a little bit, but that's okay because we're going to call the episode there, and I think that's a perfect place to stop. I had a bit of a longer episode now. I'm going to try and do a bit longer episodes so we get more done, things like that, and hopefully that'll be better for you guys. Let me know what you think. Give me any suggestions or tips or comments or anything like that. Leave them down below. Also, please do make sure you give this video a like and subscribe if you liked it. That'd be very helpful for me, and it will also help you keep up to date with new videos that I release. And I'll be releasing videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays in the evening around the sort of 7 o'clock mark. But that's not a definite, that's just a rough estimate due to various things like me getting them edited and uploaded, and my internet working well enough to be able to upload them quick enough. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all of those things would be fantastic. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.